Hey everybody, this is Rev J again. I'm just pulling out of the parking lot of the church where I pastor. I've done one of my Monday devotions for YouTube there because it's cold right now. I believe the temperature, let's see what the temperature is right now. 39.2 degrees. So I decided I'd do my devotion inside instead of outside in a park. Anyways, but I'm heading now over to my local Harley-Davidson dealership, where I want to go check with some friends about how things are going with their dealership. I think you remember a couple of weeks ago I was in Oklahoma around Christmas time, and I stopped at two different Harley dealerships and called a third to find out if they were open. And I don't think I've mentioned this, but I actually have a former classmate that I graduated with who worked at one of these Harley dealerships out there in Oklahoma. Anyways, so I did have connections, and I know some about their operating hours and different things like that. So it was not an uneducated guess, but what I found while I was in Oklahoma was there were two dealerships in the Oklahoma City area that were closed on the Monday and one that was open. That's not entirely unusual. I'm going to say that's about normal. Well, actually it would be the other way around normally, where you'd have two open and one closed. But things have been so dead lately with Harley and customers not buying anything, they've decided to shut some doors on Mondays. And even the one that was open that I wound up with, if you watch the video where I wound up and went in and talked to some folks, had some great conversations. I hope their dealership does good as time goes on. I really do. But they only had 4 customers the entire time I was there. I was there for close to an hour, and I only saw 4 customers walk in. That's highly unusual. So I thought I would ride over here to my dealership near my home and just see how things are going over here. Have several friends here. And I will admit that I went ahead and did the interview offline. I did not want to put it on the video. So I'm going to share with you some of what they said right here. So while I'm writing, I am going to explain to you what they had to say at the dealership up here. Basically what they were telling me is that yes, things have slowed down compared to normal, but they are seeing more foot traffic than what I have described in other places. They said that there was one week in December where they were very slow, very, very slow. But for the most part, especially the week around Christmas, they were busy. They said that there were also some dealerships in the area, dealerships that they were familiar with, that decided to close for the entire week around Christmas, Monday through Saturday, to be closed completely because things have been so slow. So what I'm saying is true. These dealerships have been having a hard time. This is true. And that's why some of these places are deciding to close their doors more often. Some choosing to be closed on Monday when they didn't used to be. So now they're closed 2 days a week instead of 7. Others deciding to close the entire week of Christmas and so forth. So we can see that yes, there are hard times out there right now. But there was some good news locally here. A couple of my connections here at this local dealership here at Appleton Harley-Davidson explained to me that they have had pretty good foot traffic all but 1 week in December. And they've made several sales lately, so it's been good. There have been a few people off, but they wanted to be off, so they took some time off voluntarily. And then others stayed busy, all but that 1 week in December. So that's good news. And then, on top of that, when I went in to see everybody, I realized that one friend of mine, not somebody that works there, but somebody who hangs out there some, this one friend of mine bought him a new motorcycle, 2024 white. I think it's a road glide, might be a street glide. I forget. He did not have it with him when I was talking to him. It was at home. He's a little more cold-natured than I am, and it is cold today. This guy hasn't owned a bike in several years, and he and I have been talking about riding together as soon as he got him a bike. And sure enough, he finally got one, so we're going to have a good time together. Once this weather gets a little better, he'll be ready once things warm up. This is a very cold day. It's still in the 30s when I'm riding here. My local dealership here in Clarksville is a great dealership. I also like some others in the area, but I will say that in the cold weather like this, I probably won't make it to Nashville quite as often during this time of the year. I have not been putting as many miles on my bike lately as I usually do. As a matter of fact, I think that'll probably be the subject of an upcoming video. We'll talk about that in a little bit, okay? Hey, God bless. Hit like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.